Thank you for tuning back into my channel. As promised in my previous video, I'm back with a short review of the Dollar Tree Plus Section $5 battery operated Tumbler Turner. I have already measured out my 2-part epoxy and started to mix my epoxy according to directions, about 4 to 5 minutes, and now I'm going to apply the epoxy all over my tumbler. I will spare you watching through the whole time of me applying the epoxy, so I'm going to speed this process up a little bit. I also took the torch to the tumbler a few times to get some epoxy moving around my 3D elements because I did not want the epoxy to puddle around them. The 3D elements were all created with the resin kit that is also available at the Dollar Tree in the Plus section. The resin kit was $5 and it came with a total of 6 fluid ounces, so you get 3 fluid ounces of each resin part A and hardener part B. The package has a little bit of instructions on it. And it basically says that you measure out equal amounts of resin A and the hardener, mix thoroughly for 3 to 5 minutes and pour slowly and evenly onto your surface or into a mold and leave it to dry for 24 hours. Now, I'm very impatient and I don't like to wait around, so most of my 3D elements I actually put in my small little food dehydrator that I bought off Amazon to cure it a little bit faster. I bought this dehydrator just for resin projects and will never use for food. If you want me to do a tutorial about that, can you leave me a comment below and I will upload one. The reason I did not bring the 3D elements all the way to the bottom of my tumbler is because I previously dropped my tumbler and have a small dent right at the edge on the bottom of my tumbler. So I purchased a silicone bumper and I measured how far up the bumper would go and placed all of my 3D elements above that line. This has a few advantages. It will hide that little dent and keep the bottom from being scratched, and it will also keep the cup from sliding around the table. Okay, so here I'm back. It's showing you the tumbler again. This is with the second coat that I just put on. However, as you can see, it has this little hang up and a tiny jerk right when it comes to the handle. And I don't know if this is because I readjusted the arm and tightened the screw, or because the tumbler is so off balance with the additional weight of the handle on there. But I will let this spin, and after it's done spinning and cured enough to take off without me messing up the epoxy, I'm going to see if it still does it with the tumbler off. Okay, so I put the Hydro Peak 4-in-1 exact same tumbler onto the turner, and it's not hanging up or anything. As you can see, it's turning just fine. So this is my finished tumbler now. It looks good, so I'm thinking it was just because of the extra weight added from the handle that it was off balance. I think it came out great. So if I would have to rate this cup turner, I would probably rate it between an 8 or a 9 out of 10. It's not quite as powerful as my other turners, the one that I made by myself and then the one that I purchased off of Amazon. But if you're in a pinch and your tumbler turner just gave out on you, I would definitely recommend using this $5 tumbler turner from the Dollar Tree. You can't go wrong with it at all. So if you had any experience using this tumbler turner, give me a comment down below. Let me know if it worked for you or not. Batteries have been going strong. There's 2 AA batteries in there, and I have let this tumbler turner go twice for 2 different coats of epoxy. each time around 4 to 5 hours, and the batteries are still going strong. So I don't know how often I will have to replace these, but they're working just fine. So let me know how it went for you, and drop a comment below if you want to see more. As with always, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe.